welcome to Everything in Tea. I'm Tiffany, and we're going to talk about some tea, and we're also going to be talking about a little review of Bonnaroo 2024, which happens in Manchester, Tennessee. It was last weekend, over Father's Day weekend here in the U.S. So this is the t-shirt I got. Yay! It's the best way I know how to show it. So it's purple. I like it. It's fun. It's got all the fans' names on the back who played. It was a fun time. So the tea we are drinking is going to be a Nutmeg Cinnamon Black Tea. It is a loose leaf tea. That's what it looks like, you know. So yeah. Nutmeg is obviously good for baking with. It's really good in teas. Cinnamon, again, good for baking with. Great in teas. Really good for your throat. Really good for your digestive system. Really good. Actually, it's really good for breathing, which I never knew. So that's good. So yeah. So you know, I did get a Bonnaroo in Manchester, Tennessee, and but yeah. So yeah, the Nutmeg Cinnamon Black Tea. I actually missed tea. I actually had a charcoal infused tea there. It was blackberry lemonade. Actually, it was lemonade. It was a blackberry lemonade. Excellent. I highly recommend that. If you're ever at Bonnaroo, find one of the trucks that has that and get it. It's good for your breathing, especially with all the dust and everything there. So with the cinnamon nutmeg black tea, it is a loose leaf tea, as you can tell. It is a dark tea, so it means it's going to be bold and rich and all those lovely little things. I'm drinking it in my I'd rather be in bed little cup. I'd rather be in bed most days. So it is a darker tea, and you cannot see it because if I bend it over where you can, you're going to see it spilling out, which is something I don't want on my computer. So it's very rich. It's almost got a creamy texture, which is kind of odd for a nutmeg cinnamon tea, but it's not too harsh. It's nice flavor, a good combination of both. So yeah, so I did get a Bonnaroo. It happens in Manchester, Tennessee. It's an arts and music festival, which means that they have art and music, which is awesome to me because, you know, two things I'm mainly interested in. So this year they did bring back, first of all, Manchester, Tennessee, it was probably 100 degrees each day. So that part of it was miserable. I've been years before and had fantastic weather. This year, because of the heat wave coming through and the heat dome and all of that climate issues, we were extremely hot during the day. So not a lot got done during the day for me because, you know, it was just hot and miserable, basically. And the event itself was fine. It was great. I just didn't venture out as much as I normally do just because it was hot. You know, it was just hot and humid, just like Tennessee is, but it felt a lot more intense would be the correct word. And so yeah, so other than being hot, it was fine. The sunlight was beautiful. One day I looked out, I didn't even see a cloud in the sky, which just added to the hotness for some reason. All you seen was this bright blazing sun. Actually, you know that Rick and Morty episode where they're looking for planets and they come up on a planet where it's like 20 hours of sunlight and the sun is just screaming at them? That is what Bonnaroo was. So if you don't know that episode, look up Rick and Morty and find the sun episode. It's crazy. So other than that, it's fine. The tent, the blackout tent we have, did well. The table did well. The canopy did great. The fans, I'm really glad that I bought 2 extra fans this year that are rechargeable. If you do not have any fans that are battery operated, first of all, you get through a lot of, this first year we went through a lot of batteries. We bought 2, 4, I think maybe 5 bags of ice, $25 altogether. That's the most ice we've ever bought at the festival. Usually we'll do fine. The cooler did wonderful though. I mean, for as hot as it was, our cooler did fantastic. So, you know, it was just hot. Drink lots of water, drink lots of fruit juices to keep hydration going and keep my sugar up. And, you know, the bad part about it is that I did not do the Bonnaroo race 5K. I sat it out this year only because it was so hot. It was like 90 degrees. I did not want anything else to go along with this because it would have been horrible then. It's like between the nerve damage and the heat, and I had to keep this wrapped. Did I have fun? Questionable. That's questionable. I wasn't thrilled about going just because of the nerve damage. So that was my biggest priority, was making sure I didn't damage it any worse, which thank goodness I did not. The heat really did not help it any though. Yeah, the parachute people, fantastic. So when we got to Bonnaroo, we actually found, we actually had 2 sets of neighbors this year. Only one person on each side of us had only been to Bonnaroo once, which is kind of odd. Usually we get around people who's been there several times, and that's fine. I've made some great friends, and I actually seen a couple of them this year, so I'll be talking about that. Made some new friends. So on one side of us there was 3 girls and another girl. One of the girls had been there, so there was 4 girls basically. They had 3 of them. It was their first time. One of them had been to Bonnaroo before, and so they were fantastic. They were all nice. One of the ladies was from Wells. Hi. But anyway, the ladies were fantastic. They were very friendly, very much fun. On the other side, 3 2 boys and a girl, well, boyfriend, girlfriend, and then their friend. Just fine, you know, that's the way it usually does. But they were extremely nice as well, very smart. They are going to, they're from Long Island, New York. They're going to college. Very, very nice people. They'd never been to Bonnaroo before. They loved the experience. And anybody that I've met that has been to Bonnaroo once is a repeat. They keep going back because it is such an adventure, and you cannot see everything at Bonnaroo all at once. You can do as much as you want to do, and this year the heat played a real problem with, I think this year they actually have real EMTs there. I think that was a train going by, sorry about that. But they actually had real live, of course they're live EMTs there, and I've never seen EMTs. They got their pay worth this weekend, I'm sure, with all the heat. Anyway, so Bonnaroo did bring back the maps. Last year and year before, they were doing a on the phone, the app. There is a Bonnaroo app, but they were doing the thing on the phone. The app on the phone had the schedule on it and the maps on it, and it made it a little bit harder. This year they actually brought back, thank goodness, so this folds up like this. They brought back their little official guides, which honestly, I mean, I'll show you all the map of Bonnaroo. Okay, so let's do, there's 2 maps, okay? So the top one is Bonnaroo, that's how big it is. The bottom one is the Outeroo, where all the camping is. So this all up here is all Bonnaroo. It's all Outeroo down here where we were camping. We were in 9. Let's see, can I find 9 real quick? Hold on, just give me one moment. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So to give you an idea about where I was, this is 9, you know, and it's about maybe 10-minute walk, 10-15 minute walk, depending on how fast you walk, to get here to Bonnaroo with all the main stage, the witch stage, all the stages and everything on the inside part of the entertainment about Roo. So they have like things like the which stage, the what stage, the who stage, this tent, the other tent, and that tent, or the other stage and that tent. Love those names. There's a big arch on the entrance that says Bonnaroo. Had disco balls up in it. It's beautiful. They light it up. It's a screen now, so like it'll project different images as you go in underneath it. It's different art and music and everything, and it's beautiful. There's two vendor villages. There's a house stage. There's a tower entrance. There's that tent. There's the other stage. This tent, whose stage, who's brought, who, Platinum Lounge, which is for VIP, which I'm not worried about VIP. It costs too much, and you really don't get that much. Or at least, personally, I don't think it'd be worth it. The Mound, there's a what stage, there's two or three vendor villages, yeah, and then there's, of course, there's the food trucks, food, things of that nature, and that's just in Center Roo. On Outer Roo, Outer Roo is always fun, and this is the reason why I like Outer Roo. I don't think I'd want to stay anywhere but in Outer Roo with the general public, basically. I can understand why people get VIP. I can understand why people get the GA Plus. Personally, I'm fine with GA because, number one, it saves a little bit of money. It saves quite a bit of money. Bonnaroo so far is one of the cheapest outdoor camping festivals, music and arts festivals to go to, which I admire them for keeping the price low enough. And like anywhere, you're going to have something. I think there was 70 or 75,000 people there. They sold out completely on Saturday. I believe that they were almost sold out on Sunday as well. So any time over a 5-day period, you're going to have about 65,000 people around you. And lots of people from all walks of life, and that's the wonderful thing about it. From different countries, from all over the U.S., from Canada. Like I said, I met somebody from Wales. So that's fascinating to me. I like knowing about different cultures and different ideas and what other people lives are like. Well, it's not really, I guess it would be kind of being nosy, but it's not really nosy. It's just I can appreciate other people's cultures and things, and so I want to learn as much as possible, so that way I'm more rounded as a person, is the best way I know how to describe it. That type of thing interests me. So I like meeting people. So with Outer Roo has got not only the tent camping, they've got a place called Cosmic Nomads. They have something called Where in the Woods with a stage that looks like a spaceship now, and it's gorgeous. They've got the Grove, which is like this oasis, basically. And I don't mean oasis as in like having a pond or anything. It's just this beautiful forest-like oasis. It's gorgeous there. You've got your, what else do you have? Well, you've pretty much got everything. You've got your Galactic Giddy Up, which is a barn that they turned into like that has a stage in it where bands can play as well. They have a House of Yes that has the House of Yes from New York comes there. They have, oh my goodness, what all do they have? They have everything. So, I mean, you name it, they've got it. And, all plazas, they include the restrooms, the showers, charging stations, a place to get water, a safety tent, a medical tent. I mean, it's sort of like a little community, in each area, in each plaza. So, like I said, we were in Plaza 9. Now, last year, I think we were out in Plaza 10 or maybe 11 last year. and it was, I stayed at the tent most of the time last year just because I didn't want to walk. I didn't want to walk that far. I didn't want to walk to catch the tram. To get to Bonnaroo, I just really didn't interest me. This year though, with being in Plaza 9, I like 9 because I get to go other places as far as like the other plazas. And that's the other thing that's nice. Like the first night we were there, I went and I did a what do you call it? A yoga class. It's Core Power Yoga, which was fantastic, and that was over in Plaza 2. I went to it the first night we were there before it got hot. It was in the evening time. Went to that class. I did some of it. Nerve damage in the hand. I can't really put my hand flat or anything like that on the ground. So I did as much as I could. I think I did really well for what it was. Fantastic. I appreciate things like that where they have things that are different like that. Also in Plaza 2 when we were there. So this is the nice thing about it. So with Bonnaroo, you can get every so often I have like this really great giveaway. This year, a company called and I'm gonna screw this up. I know I will. OQQ is there. They do workout clothes. Like these are shorts. Now they were there in Plaza 2. You could go back each day. You got a pair of shorts and you got a top, a workout top. Good quality, great quality, washed up very, very well. Of course, I washed it when I got back. I did not wear these when I was there, something that I've seen a lot of people doing, but I wanted to wash mine up and see how they washed up. Fantastic stitching, bright colors, and they had different colors each day. So I got a cute little sports bra tank, these will be good at the gym. It's called OQQ is the brand. But these were free. All you had to do is go up and stand in line. Maybe as long as I stood in line for it was like maybe 5 minutes. That's like the first night I seen it. And so yeah, so go once a day and get some free clothes. Yes, I will, especially workout clothes. Cause I don't like buying workout clothes because if I'm going to sweat in it, I don't want to buy it. But I'll be honest with you. I've already been to their website and looked up this company, and because there are a couple of things on that website that this girl here, she will be buying her in a couple of months. Like there's a bodysuit that's really nice that I wouldn't mind having. Not only to work out in, but I think that would be something nice and warm this winter to wear over a cardigan under, or wear it under a cardigan this winter. So that's good. But yeah, they are good quality. They're thick. You don't, even the lighter colored ones, I was kind of impressed with this because you don't even see through them. It's like for this light of a color, that's what I was afraid of. But you don't see through them, and I like that. And I'm a curvy girl. I look like Betty Boop is part of the problem. So it's like, when you're shaped like this, you don't want to show everything, And so yeah, I did not have any problem with shaping those, so that was good. So that's the highlight. But yeah, OQQ were fantastic. So it was nice getting something for free. I only did that one yoga class just because it was so hot. Another thing that Bonnaroo offers is not only do you get to see all these fantastic bands. I mean, look at this. This sucker was stacked full. The lineup was stacked full this year. Post Malone. But they also have stuff like the House Stage at Planet Roo and the Academy at Planet Roo. Now, these two things are very, very nice. The House Stage, you can see so many different things. Like they have like a Bonnaroo dinner for their Bonnaroo has a non-profit. They had people all the Who stages where they do a lot. Like they had like a belly dancing class. There was a line dancing class one day. So different things like that. The Academy at Planet Roo, it's something I really like. I did a lot of these classes. My next is just too hot to do anything else basically. So I did every plant class but one. There's a botanist. So Robert, Simone, Page, and the other guys, hi. Thank you, garden crew. Of course, the garden looks beautiful there. All the flowers look beautiful. Decorations were beautiful. So thank you guys for that. So I did a house plant, I did a garden, and I did a terrarium class. They had a mushroom class, like how to grow mushrooms in a log, like the wild mushrooms you see outside, stuff that you could eat, basically, which I can't do mushrooms, so of course I did not take that class. So sorry, Paige. I explained to her that I couldn't. I felt horrible. But I did do a class that she had done on houseplants, and I got a. This is the other thing I like about this. See, I go there and I get plants. You know, I like classes like that. So I used the FabFitFun. I came back and planted it in the FabFitFun pot that I got from Mama's and Pop's shop. I cannot remember the name of it. But anyway, watch the video that I did earlier on FabFitFun. You'll see it. But this is a Brazil philodendron, and I actually got a stem of it to plant. They actually had it to where you could actually get a they had different types of plants there that you could they had them ready for you to take along with you. Now this happened on Saturday and it's still alive. They had put it in a plastic baggie, wrapped it up, the roots of it up in a wet paper towel. Like I didn't even have to re-wet the paper towel in that heat. I was so shocked. I put it in the car. I think maybe that's what saved it was, you know, maybe it kept moisture where it was in the car, because I just brought it back to camp with me and put it in the dashboard under the thing in the car, so that way it would be nice out of the way and I wouldn't forget it or lose it. So I did that class and I got me a plant. So we're going to see exactly how well I can grow it. It's supposed to be tough as nails, so hopefully I can grow it. For the garden class, I actually got seeds. I got an heirloom lettuce and heirloom tomato seed. So we're going to be growing some tomatoes. It tells you what kind of sunlight it takes and how to take care of it and stuff. So that's nice that I got lettuce and tomato seeds from that. On Sunday they have a terrarium class. The terrarium class is the Rockstar class, like the most popular class ever. So the person I was with, I actually have their terrarium here as well. So I've got one terrarium, you know, just a little terrarium, and this stuff does not cost you anything at all to show up at the classes, listen, take notes. I took a lot of notes this year, especially in the terrarium class. There's a couple of terrariums I do want to try, closed-lid terrarium and a couple of other terrariums that I'm going to be trying this year. But and then this is the other one that actually got me a little, well, I can't even get them in there. Oh, I just buried them. A little frog to go in it. But yeah, so I got me a little, some plants to take care of, you know, and I am so thankful that they do this. They're botanists. Robert's a botanist, Simone's environmental biologist, maybe, or environmental botanist, maybe? I can't remember. But anyway, brilliant people. I love them. They're wonderful people. They helped me bring back my aloe plant last year to life. So I was excited to get to let them know that it did work and it did come back to life. So yeah, so things like that is wonderful. I also took a class where I got to make a out of wood vines. That's something I'm actually considering doing something around here on something different for a craft. But it was and I hung it up at camp, and of course it died. The leaves on it looked horrible, but it was a dream catcher. So it was just a wooden vine wrapped around, and we did the dream catcher on it, feathers and things like that. Everything was provided. Excellent. It was so much fun. And the nice thing about Bonnaroo, whenever you go, when we got our wristbands in We got stickers, which are awesome. I love stickers. Usually these stickers are in my planner. I usually use these stickers in my planner. The problem is, with this, my planner has not been done in 4 months. So this year there's usually something extra. Like last year it was a fanny pack. This year it was a little notebook, like a little journal. And I liked it because you could, and of course, they would give the journal out the year that I cannot write. So I have no memories in this yet. Are you ready for an adventure? Bring this journal to Bonnaroo and use it as a place to reflect, remember, create, and connect with all the magical moments you will experience on the farm. So, and then there's like little prompts in here that I thought was brilliant, It's got a place that you can like, have people like your neighbors that they can sign, and it's just a cute little notebook. I'll be filling this out as soon as I can write again. I might even, I've even thought about saving it till next year, since I can't write it this year, and just taking it with me next year. So Post Malone did a fun show, wonderful show. So did Red Hot Chili Peppers, and so did Fred again. I personally like Fred again, but Casablanca blew me away. I actually got to go with the parachute people. When you're a kid and you see this, you play with parachutes on the schoolyard. There was a group there that does it, and it was so much fun. I'll put some pictures up on my Instagram at DJ Tiffany. So my Instagram is at DJ Dog, D as in dog, J as in Jack, and then TIFFINI, so DJ Tiffany. And check that on Instagram. It'll be fun. And so it was a fun experience. If you go to Bonnaroo, go there, experience as much as you can. You also got the nonprofits there, like To Write Love on Our Arms, Calling All Crows. Check out the classes at the academy. Check out the house stage. Check. Don't just. It's fine. I know people go for the music, and that's what they do. But if you get an opportunity to do, I would suggest going to some of these classes. It's the little workshops. Worst you can do is learn something. But so the parachute people, there's groups like that. You can find them on Facebook. The garden crew you can find on Facebook. Bonnaroo Loophole to Reality is a great way to meet people who go to Bonnaroo, especially if you want to go alone. And it's one of the cheapest festivals to go to. It is a fun festival. Some of the nicest people in the world. Everybody there helps you out. And so definitely check it out if you can, if you have the opportunity to. And so that's pretty much the recap on Bonnaroo. I wish I would have gotten out to see more acts, but the weather this year just was not permissible. And also, on another note, the Bonnaroo Roo Run had 1,500 applicants this year for it. I don't know how many showed up Saturday morning to run it. There was quite a few, I'm sure, maybe around 1,000. So very few signed up and didn't make it there. But I mean, we're talking that long in heat. Liquid IV, fantastic. Liquid Death, fantastic. Any type of water you could do, fantastic, especially in that type of a heat wave. So so check it out. It's fun. I'll post a link about Bonnaroo.com down below. You will have the experience of a lifetime. You'll be able to meet new people from different parts of the world, from different life, and you help people out, and that's really important to me. Is being able to help each other out. And so thank you so much for watching. I know this was kind of boring talking about Bonnaroo all this time. But so I just want to let you all know, the festival is a great time. If you ever get an opportunity to go, it's a great way to see how it's how the world, I think, should work, basically. I think everybody should help each other out. And thank you all for watching. Subscribe, please, and have a great day. Thank you.